And we are back.
We back, baby, for this
Yeah,
Monday
man. Yeah, man, it's
morning, man.
the yeah, man. The Monday water break. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Doing great. Had a good weekend, man. Georgia Bulldogs won. Alabama lost. Falcons won. What more could you ask for?
Hey, man. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Falcons started off on Thursday night, and so hey, it kind of was a laid back weekend, man. Really didn't I didn't have any thoughts of any possible losses. I kind of felt like Georgia was going to take care of Auburn. Um, I really was hoping to see personally a more dominant win against Auburn. I would have liked to see, but in the end they did a good job. I was hoping to see like and maybe that's just wishful thinking because it is Auburn, it is a rivalry, it is a SEC game. But I was hoping to see like them like bounce back like in a big fashion, in which they won by how many points they won by? They won by at least what 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah,
Um, in the end, so it was a good win. Maybe
31,
I'm nitpicking.
31-13.
Yeah. Maybe I'm nitpicking. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just nitpicking. With what I wanted to see. Then man, Alabama lost to Vandy. Like that was crazy.
Vanderbilt.
that
It was like 0-62 against
that
what?
was crazy.
Yeah, like I
Man,
remember. I remember it was halftime. You was like Alabama down. The Vandy's like 21 something, and he was like, man, it probably ain't gonna last. And that shit
yeah,
just lasted and lasted and lasted and lasted. I'm like, wow. Then it was like 4th and 1, and they threw that long touchdown in the end zone on 4th and 1. Man, the dude caught. I was like, okay, this may be turning into something. So
yeah,
yeah,
man.
that felt good.
Man, it's funny. I would have thought I would have felt better about it, but Alabama had just beat us, so I didn't even really get too much joy out of it. I just was glad for the fake Alabama fans. But I just was like, they lost. I'm glad because my daddy had just hit me with a roll tide. Like we talking about some personal stuff, and right before he get off the phone, he hit me with a roll tide. I'm just like, dude, we're not even talking about football. We
Did you
talking
hear?
about real.
Did you hit him back after Vandy won, or you ain't saying that?
Nah, I ain't hit him back, man.
Hey,
I
that
rarely. Yeah, nah, I don't even hit, man. I mean, Alabama just beat us, so I wasn't finna hear him talking trash because they have bragging rights over us as of now. So but I don't even have to hit him and talk trash. He knows how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
man,
He knows how I feel.
I've been playing the new in NAA. I mean the NCAA football, college football. I mean, it's like I love the little dynasty mode where you can
Yeah.
select the recruits and stuff. I really be getting into that trade, man. You can spend hours and hours getting lost on that, man. I really like that.
Man, yeah, I got to get where my son can play it. I'm sure he would really thoroughly enjoy that. Like I haven't seen it. I used to play it. Top flow boss, what's up? What's up, my guy? We see you checking in, man.
What up,
What's up
brothers?
with
What up,
you?
brothers? What up, Global Gurm? What's up, family? It's me, Top Flow Boss. What's
Yeah,
going?
man. Yeah, man. Everything good, man. So what we talking about today, Be Rich? What are we talking about today?
Hold on, says your book. How y'all feel about Atlanta going into this weekend? Well, man, hey, I guess we can talk about that. I want to talk about first and foremost the victory we had Thursday night, man. I don't think we had a chance to really come on here and talk about that. Man, that was a really great victory we pulled off. Last overtime touchdown to one of the most unlikeliest heroes. And he pulled it off. I didn't know dude had speed like that, man. And you know what? It is. It's Panthers week. I'll talk about a little bit about the Panthers coming this week. Hopefully, we don't do like Alabama did and take them for granted. But man, first off, started Thursday night. Atlanta Falcons versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Atlanta. It was a duel, man. Um, Baker Mayfield, man, I was pretty impressed with him. Like he has stepped it up as far as he stepped it up since he was a rookie, man. Um, I was I was like, damn, can we stop, buddy? Kirk Cousins came into play, man. He threw over for 500 yards, have an Atlanta Falcon record on Matt Ryan night. Um, Drake London broke through 12 catches, 100 plus yards. Kyle Pitts had a great game. Moore, no, not Moore. What's his name? Uh,
Mooney.
Mooney. Mooney had a good game, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. But John averaged 5 yards a carry. Um, Man, you know what was crazy? The defense got us the ball back, and the offensive play calling I didn't like. Kirk Cousins threw a pick, and it seemed like the game was sealed. And boy, oh boy, our defense comes up again with the help from the refs because the running back did get his face mask pulled when they called that penalty, so it should have been offsetting, but they didn't call it. They got out of field goal range and they had to punt, and we still had to go down and make the field goal. And man, when he hit Drake London on that slant inside route, whatever it was, and he kept running, what you was thinking, man? He was like, "Oh no, is the time gonna click out?" What you was thinking?
Man, I just, before they even ran a play, I was like, they can't go too far. They can't go too far down the field because the line has to have time to get down there. I was just praying like none of our linemen get knocked down. Nobody hit the ground where you have to get up and it take extra time to get down the field. And man, when Drake got it and he was running, when he got down, I'm like, man, are they gonna get it? Are they gonna get it? And then when I saw it was 1 second left on the clock, I was like, wow, they executed that perfectly. I mean, they executed it perfectly. And hey, man, I was like, you know what? Cool not gonna miss this.
Hey, what
Cool,
about
Cool might Cool might have missed a couple early, but he wasn't gonna miss that
hey,
one.
what about this? When we did the 1 second, right? And the refs was standing in front of the ball and they called delay a game, man. Like, what was that? Like, and it pushed us 5 yards back for a 50-plus yard field goal. Did you notice that while you was there?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I knew it was a delay of game. I didn't get
There
to see the
should have been no
specific
trade.
end
Referees
moment.
were standing over the ball, like so everybody was waiting for the ref to move.
Yeah, I think what I was hearing is that the thing that Raheem, Coach Morris was talking about is, they were thinking the play clock, should have restarted. Like they don't there was something with the play clock didn't go back to where they thought it was, and that's why they got delay a game that it was some BS. But man, honestly, it probably was better for Cool because Cool be missing them short kicks. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Cool be missing those short kicks, man.
so then, Koo hit the 50 yarder. We go into overtime, and we win the coin toss. We win the coin toss. Trey, like I said, why not? Why not us? Sorry, y'all. All right. And I didn't realize. I thought in overtime that both sides get the ball. I guess that's on field goals. But if they score a touchdown, it's over. Sudden death. I didn't realize that. I guess it's always been like that. But I just, wow. So all right, we got the ball. We hit London up the middle. Gain some yards. Then fast forward, we hit London again. Then London gets hurt. Dude lays his shoulder right in his chest. Boom. I'm like, all right, dang, London got to get out for a series. I mean, we didn't have time to blink. Next play, London's replacement catches the ball. Wasn't that Kadero Hodge? That boy had some jets. He took it to the house like it wasn't nothing. And the team goes wild. They all go. I've never seen a whole team go to a corner of an end zone, lift them up like we just won the Super Bowl. And man, he was so humble on his speech, man. I just was happy for him, man. I was really happy for him. I think that right there is the moment that's going to bring this team together to get us to where we need to go this year, man. That was a great moment. And my weekend for our sports has been great ever since, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, well, it was a good game. It really was, man. The funny thing about it, let me answer top flow boss, man. Before I get into my recap of my time in the stadium and something I saw, I want to talk about something that that my wife pointed out to me the next day that was crazy about Kadar Hodge giving his speech, right? But top flow boss, I have to name. I think I'm gonna name three games. Right, I'm gonna name three games that stick out to me. Um, and this game could have been put in there as for because of the way it went back and forth and how it ended. First game I think of when Michael Vick came back off injury, and it was 2003 season when Vick came back off injury. We went to that game. I think they were playing the Panthers. I think it was one of the games they were playing the Panthers. And that's when Vic ran for the touchdown where he dove into the end zone and he was like, I mean, he was like just this much above the ground. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's that famous run by Vic where he dives into the end zone. He was barely above the ground. And he got the game winning touchdown. That was one of the games. Another game, it involves Michael Vick again, and that's when we played the Rams in the divisional round of the playoffs in the Georgia Dome in the playoffs. And the first play of the game, Vick breaks containment, and he runs for like 40 something yards. Just like they beat down the Rams. So from a competitive standpoint, it wasn't a good game because the Falcons beat them down. But the energy in the stadium that night, I mean, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. Like the vibe in that stadium, man. We went to the club. That was boy my single and my clubbing days. But we went to the club after that. Everybody was like, "Hey man, you going to such and such? You going to such and such? You going to such and such?" And so man, we left the stadium and then we all met up at the club. That was a crazy night. And then man, the NFC Championship game, 2016. Well, it was beginning 2017, but the 2016 season when we beat the Packers, man, that was the last game in the Georgia Dome. Man, I went with my wife, went with my father. Man, he the one who introduced me to the Falcons. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I love them now, and I'm still rolling with them. And that was a good thing to be at that game, that last game, and see them finally make it to the Super Bowl. So those are three games. But back to Thursday night. If I had to label it Thursday night, you know what I would label that game? I would label that game the A-Town Holy Ghost Soul Food Collard Green and the White Caucasian Michael Vick. That's what I would name it. I talked about it. If y'all saw the post, we put it out. Baker Mayfield was running around looking like a Caucasian Michael Vick. Like I said, what in the Caucasian Michael Vick is going on out here? This guy was running for first downs. Every time you turn around, Baker run that way, Baker run this way, Baker run that way, Baker run this way. And I'm texting the group during the game. I'm like, did anybody tell the defensive coordinator that this gentleman can actually run? Like Baker Mayfield can run. No, he's not Lamar Jackson, but the man can run. It was getting so aggravating. What in the Caucasian Michael Vick was going on out there? And then where the soul food comes in the end, my man Hodges. I told you, boy, he just as clutches them Hodges soul food plates from Counter Road, right across the street from Sonic's and Piggly Wiggly. Yes, if you from Atlanta, you know about Piggly Wiggly. I'm talking about, man, that man scored that touchdown. Now he came in twice, and both were when Drake London got hurt. Drake London got hurt the first time, got hit in the head. They had to check, make sure he didn't have a concussion. Hodge came in, made a big catch then. Then he made the game-winning catch because, like B. Rich said, Drake London had the wind knocked out of him. Man, he got the ball like so. Where we sit in the end zone area, we sit like he scored in the end zone that's facing us. So we watching him run towards us. So I see him catch the ball, I see him break the tackle, and I see him running, and I'm looking, I'm like, hold on, I think he about to score. You know what I'm saying? And the man scores. The whole team runs down in the corner. My wife is like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like she like it was such a shock all of a sudden. I said, because in overtime you get a chance with the ball. I said, babe, the game over. They scored a touchdown. We won. She was like, are you serious? I'm like, yes, man. She was so elated. Everybody around us was elated. It was a crazy game. And then where the A-Town Holy Ghost comes in, that man, Kirk Cousins, caught the A-Town Holy Ghost. That man was filled with the spirit of Atlanta, and that man was swagging. I surf, I swag, and I surf. That man was swag surfing. I don't know. I don't really know what this is. It seemed like in his head he was hearing, hey, ho, hey, but the crowd was hearing swag surfing. Kirk Cousins was hearing, hey, ho. You know what I mean? But man, it was a dope game. And for everybody out there, if you have not seen it, Go watch the Kadero Hodge interview after the game where they're talking to him and he's talking about nothing but God and the camera is on him. If you look closely to the video, right behind him, you see some woman beating the mess out of another woman in the stands. You have to look at the video. It's when Kadero Hodge is like, it's this for Atlanta. It's that video. Kadero Hodge is like, this for Atlanta. This for Atlanta. Let me know if anybody else saw this same video. He's saying, this for Atlanta. This for Atlanta. And right behind him, like right, like right where that would be, like over his shoulder, like where that plaque is, you see a woman just wailing on another woman in the stands. I'm like, what are y'all fighting about? Number one, it's a game. Number two, we won. Why are y'all fighting? You know what I'm saying? At the game, man, it was like one of the craziest things. If you haven't seen it, go look for it. I'm telling you, if you look closely behind him in the stands, you will see over his left shoulder, you will see some woman papping somebody out, over there, boxing somebody out. Man, it's crazy. What a
I got
game. What a game. What a game. What a game.
I got to see that. That's funny. I missed that. We do it.
Yeah, man. It was a good game though. It really was, Be Rich.
All right. So moving on, man. The Saturday, the Bulldogs versus Auburn. How did you feel about that game? You still was kind of upset about the Alabama loss. How you was feeling?
Man, I wasn't upset about the Alabama loss. Even when they lost to Alabama, man, I wasn't upset. Because if it's any year to lose, this is the year, right? If it's any year to take a loss or maybe even two losses, this is the year because they have a playoff system. I was a little disappointed in the lack of preparation that seemed to be done by Kirby and the staff. We used to Kirby having every I dotted, every T, crossed. And so I was a little disappointed at the way the team came out. I was disappointed in the way they came out and let Alabama's defense run it up on them in the first quarter. But they did fight back, and I really wanted to see the team come out and just mollywop Auburn. Auburn is Auburn now, and it is a rivalry game, and it is an SEC game. So they did beat them 31-13. They beat them by more than 2 touchdowns. So I can't ask for more. I think I was being a little nitpicky. Asking for more. So all in all, I'm happy. I still need to see more out of the offense. I need to see us run the ball better. I need to see Kirk Cousins. I mean, not Kirk Cousins. I need to see my boy Carson Beck. I need to see Carson Beck make better decisions. And I just need to see him control the offense. Like Beck, he came back. They made sure he came back. And I'm not gonna get into the man pocket or his wallet because that's none of my business. I don't care what a man makes, but I will say the faith and the trust that's been put into him by the coaching staff, by the boosters, by the university, and by us as the fans. We want to see, Carson reward us with good play. I can't say he's gonna win a championship or not, but at least hold up your end of the bargain and play well. So we need to see Carson Beck continue to take steps forward and play good. Like, don't be the problem, Beck. Don't be the problem.
Hey, well, against Auburn, man, I think he had a perfect game. I think he went like 19 for 19, like 200 some yards, 2 touchdowns. He didn't have an incompletion, Trey. I didn't realize that. But yeah,
in the whole game.
Yeah, man.
In the entire game.
And Auburn, let me pull it up. While you talking, I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, I was surprised.
Go ahead. I'll look it up. You go ahead. Okay. I gotta look that up.
Okay. So yeah, look that up. The other thing was fast forward. I mean, rewinding back to the Alabama game, man. That Alabama atmosphere, them being at home, seemed overwhelming, and I don't think that any of the players had a chance to play at Alabama that's been on the team. And I'm telling you, man, like I don't think they had a chance to breathe or catch what was going on until halftime. Because the first quarter, man, it was like there was some zombies out there, but that Alabama environment looked really good, especially when Milrose or whatever name Milrose, what's his name, Milrose?
Milrow,
when he scored that touchdown, and you saw that background of the stadium and the colors were changing. That was awesome, man. I was like, damn, I wish that was Georgia. But yeah, man, like that Alabama atmosphere was something, and they overcame it and took the lead, man. I think that right there, um, they have something to rally behind that, and hopefully, when they go to Texas, man, they can stop Texas. I feel like they'll stop Texas if they can contain the quarterback and don't let them run and get third down plays. Don't let them run for third downs. I think we could probably get them because we do have a defense that can stop them. It's hard for NFL teams, college teams to stop a running quarterback for some reason. It always is. Did you pull it
Yeah,
up?
so Carson Beck went 23 for 29. I knew he didn't have a perfect game.
Oh, I'm
23
glad
for 29, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns. Um, but even if he would have had a perfect game, we just saw what happened in Alabama. And we saw the SEC championship game last year. So we need to see more out of Beck. Like Beck is gonna have to make hey, I'm gonna say this right now. If you out there, if you know him, man, send him an email, send him a kite, send him something. Stetson Bennett, I apologize, my brother. I apologize, old steady stet. I apologize, Stetson. I apologize for the times I didn't believe in you, sir. I apologize, the mailman, because you did deliver, mailman. And I ain't talking about Carl Malone. You are the only true mailman that we acknowledge over here in the state of Georgia, Stetson. I apologize, because, sir, you made plays when they had to be made. Carson Beck, you got some big shoes to fill, my guy. You're looking about 3 or 4 sizes smaller right now than the shoes you have to fill. We need you to fill those shoes, my guy, because Stetson Bennett, he made plays. I apologize to you, Stetson, wherever you are in the world right now. Sir, I salute you for what you did for the University of Georgia and helping bring us joy because you made plays. Like the man made plays. Carson Beck has to be more than just a part of the team. There will come a time where he is going to have to make plays. And let's hope we see that.
Facts. Hey man, steady ready, man. That's what we call him, steady ready. He was steady ready, man. He brought us back. Oh man. Hey, we was talking about the other day, yesterday, and we had called you. Do you realize Jake Fromm passed up his senior year and went to the pros and got drafted like the 4th, 5th, 6th round, whatever round it was, when he could have been on a championship winning team? I wonder how he's feeling right now. Because you had all day to play the NFL, but you don't get all day to win a championship. Look how long it took Georgia to win one.
What year did he come out? What was his last year? 19. So Georgia didn't win the championship that next year, so he wouldn't have been a part of the team anyway.
Hold on, the year that steady that they didn't win that year the next year?
No,
You
they didn't.
sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What's his name? What's his name was the quarterback the next year? What's his name was man, what's his name? Came from the kid that came from Seattle. Because Mike Bell used to always crack a joke about his name, man. Eggs and wakey eggs and bakey Jakey, or what was his name? What was his name, man? The kid who got hurt, the reason Stetson Bennett ended up getting the job. Man, what's his name? He came from the state of Washington, man. I don't know why I can't remember his name. He came from the state of Washington. They brought him in, and anyway, man.
Easton?
But yeah, man, no, not him, not Eason. I was thinking Jacob Eason, not Eason. Now you know who came in next. I'm all wrong. Jacob Eason came in when Kirby first got there. The
Yeah.
kid from California. Remember Kirby brought in a dude from the state of California. I can't forget which team. Which team did he play for? The kid who came in, he came over from the state of California. Um, I can't remember if he was a USC quarterback or something. He may have been a USC quarterback, man. What's his name, man? Look it up, B Rich. He's the one who was battling for the job. Yeah, that's right. Because Jacob Eason got hurt. That's how Jake Fromm got the job.
Yeah.
Then it was this kid who came from California and him and Stetson.
Then steady ready come in at the end of the year and took over.
Remember, Stetson wasn't even the starter the year that they won the championship. He didn't start the year off the starter. That boy started off the year as a starter, and he got hurt. And then they put they were letting Stetson Bennett play here and there, right? Huh?
Newman?
Newman? No,
Carson
I don't think.
Carson Newman?
I don't think it was Newman. No, I don't think it was Newman. Man, because anyway, him and Stetson Bennett was sharing time the year they won the national championship. The first 2 or 3 games, because I was complaining, why are they putting Stetson Bennett in? I was at the house complaining, why are they giving Stetson Bennett plays in those first 2 or 3 games? If anybody can remember his name, please put his name in. I was complaining.
From Oregon State.
I can't remember his name, man. Just look up that 2021 roster. JT Daniels. Bam.
Yes,
There we go.
JT.
JT Daniels was the starter. JT Daniels came in that next year. Him and Stetson were kind of going back and forth a little bit. This boy was there, and JT Daniels was playing. And then JT Daniels ended up getting hurt same way. But then once Stetson got in there and Stetson played well those games, JT Daniels never got the opportunity to get his job back. Yeah, so Jake Fromm, he wouldn't have been a part of that anyway. So
I thought we won it the next year. My bad.
no, no, we didn't.
Well, Jake Fromm, sorry, bro. But hey,
Yeah. So Jeremy Price, I think he came. What did he say? Guy on the left looking like he's going, like he's got a rap gig at 5 and reading at the local library at 6. What? I don't really know. Okay. I don't know what this guy is talking about.
he's trying to crack a joke at me.
I don't know if he was talking about you or talking at me. I don't know what he's talking about. It don't matter. I mean, joke kind of fell flat, but that's what's up, my guy.
Hold on.
That's somebody from Twitch. Hey man, thank you for tuning in from Twitch, man. Shout
Hey, let
out
me
to
tell
you. Shout out
myself.
to you.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. What the hell is he talking about? Hey, we do have a Twitch comment. Shout out to Twitch. That's what's up to
Yeah,
all.
man. Shout out to Captain Bird's Eye 4. Shout out to you, sir. Shout
Yeah.
out to you. Hey man. Hey, what Tip say, man? I'm all of it. I'm all that. You know, it's all that. Yeah, man. Be rich, boy. Either one of us. We can go to a rap gig and then read the kids at the local library at 6, man. We all that. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. But JT Daniels. So yeah, Jake Fromm would not have been a part of that team unless now that I think about it, now he would have had a chance. So let me say this. Uh JT Daniels would have had a chance. I mean, Jake Fromm would have had a chance to play in 2021 only because the pandemic year 2020 would
Oh,
have
yeah.
given him another year of eligibility, would have given
Mm,
him a fifth and even possibly a sixth year.
mm,
That's how Stetson Bennett. That's how Stetson Bennett remained in college as long as he did. Remember,
mm,
Stetson Bennett was on the team when they went to the national championship game
mm,
because they talk about how in practice for the scout team, Stetson Bennett was acting as Baker Mayfield.
mm-hmm. I remember
So
that.
Stetson Bennett was on that team. So Jake Fromm would have had eligibility from COVID. Let me see. Jerry
What you
Price
think?
said, "Yo, I just climbed in to ask y'all who you feel is the number one for the Falcons, Mooney or London."
That's a great.
I feel
That's a.
like right now, as far as trust goes and the quarterback, Kirk trusts Mooney. Like that's his favorite receiver right now, hands down. Mooney has the speed. Uh, Mooney has more speed than Drake. I still like Drake London. Drake London just not a burner. He doesn't take the top off the defense. But so I would say right now Mooney seems to be the number one, and he seems to be the receiver that Kirk trusts the most.
I see. Just as a Thursday night's game, I see Kurt like to throw the ball downfield to Mooney, and I see like when it comes like third down and when he got to get something, he'll go to London. That's what I'm starting to get the feel of. But we'll see. It's the long season.
Yeah.
All right, Trey.
Yep.
Let's move on to Sunday's games, man. What game stood out to you? This past yesterday. What game stood out to you?
Man, to be honest with you, man, and I'm gonna tell everybody out there, man, I totally unplugged from football yesterday. Man, I
Oh,
didn't give one flipping care. And so so I watched a little bit of the Bengals and Ravens game while I was doing some other stuff. I took yesterday, man, to get some work done, man, and do some personal stuff outside of sports. But I did see that the Ravens were able to pull off the win against the Bengals. I did see, like, looking at the scores, because I did go back and check the scores. I just didn't sit down and watch everything. I did check the scores. I did see that the Vikings are 5-0 now. I did see that the Washington Commanders, Dan Quinn, the Washington Commanders, man, and that very good young quarterback, uh, have moved to 4-1. I mean, we saw last year that they had capabilities to have a tough offense when they had the guy they had then, and they had Eric Bieniemy calling the plays, and so Dan Quinn and that team seem to be doing well. Um, on the AFC side, see the Steelers lost to the Cowboys, and so the Cowboys are now 3-2. It's a lot of teams that are 3-2 on the NFC
What
side, and
was
so
going on with
when
Dak and the receiver? What was going on? You saw that?
no, I just
Oh,
checked the scores this morning. I didn't watch the game.
yeah, Dak and anybody out there, you can chime in the comments. Dak and old boy got into it, man. What's the seat? Lamb. They got into it, and
CD Lamb.
yeah, man. I want if anybody can fill in. I just saw a clip of it. But I tell you what game caught me, man, was San Francisco Cardinals. San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals, man. The Cardinals pulled that game off and won on the second field goal, man. So shouts out to them. It was a fourth down play, man, and I was happy to see Marvin Harrison Jr. step up. Kyler Murray, man, they're blitzing. San Francisco's blitzing, and he just runs to the back and he just off one leg just throws it in the air, man, towards Marvin. Marvin completed that fourth down, man, and they went on to victory, man. Nah, I think it was a run. Kyler Murray ran the ball for a touchdown, bro. It was an exciting game.
Man, Kyler Murray, man, he I know he gets a lot of flack. I don't know if it was just people inside the organization who gave him an issue, but Kyler Murray he's good to me. I like Kyler Murray.
But the
You know what
butter
I'm
said
saying?
Lamb
Yeah, man, but man, say what?
on Instagram, but the butter said Lamb is half acid. I guess. I don't know what happened though. You gotta see that. You gotta see that what happened, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you though, man, like I said, man, the game that I did catch some of, man, the Ravens and the Bengals. I mean, you
Oh, that
got
was
Joe
awesome.
Burrow, you got Lamar Jackson. I mean, like two quarterbacks who are some of the good quarterbacks of the game, right now. Like Jeremy Price said, Burrow threw for 5 touchdowns and they still lost. Like, man, it was crazy.
Hey
It was
man,
crazy.
I got something, man. Who what in the world was Arthur Smith thinking, man? We took Kyle Pitts over Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase had a ridiculous game yesterday. He had over 190 some yards, taking it to the house, man.
Man.
Oh,
Look,
man.
man, I had an argument with somebody. Well, not an argument. I don't like to call them arguments, but I had a debate with somebody in the Falcons message board around that draft time where I said, to me, I didn't think the Falcons needed to get a receiving threat, period. Man, get somebody on defense, get somebody on the line. But I said, if you are going to get somebody, why are you getting Kyle Pitts? Just get Jamar Chase. I said, I know Jamar Chase took a year off. I know he took a year off, but so what? He took a year off because of COVID and didn't play. And then people act like the man, like with some people, how did Kyle Pitts pass him when just the year before when he played, everybody was talking about Jamar Chase. Everybody was talking about the man. All he did was took a year off. He took a year off from football. And I think, I mean, he still was a top 10 pick. So I'm not acting like he just like dropped and fell like to the
Next
second
pick,
round.
man. He was the next pick.
Yeah, man. I don't get it, man. They could have taken a lineman. They could have taken Panay Sewell, who looks real good on that Detroit line. I mean, I know a lot of us bring up Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons was a highly talked about somebody who actually so NFL Network had a thing where they were doing a special on like these 4 or 5 potential draftees, right? It was Michael Parsons, it was Kyle Pitts, it was Justin Fields,
Mm-hmm.
and it was 2 other people. I can't remember who the other 2 guys were. But anyway, man, Michael Parsons beat them boys in a race, man.
Wow.
So they raced. Michael Parsons beat them boys in a race. Now, not saying that's gonna prove what kind of football player you're gonna be wholeheartedly, but if you just drafting off of athleticism and freaky athleticism and talent, like I mean, I think that displays some talent within itself and some freaky athleticism. But I don't know. Jamar Chase is a monster, man. Jamar Chase is a beast. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how they end up with him though. How they end up with the quarterback, and then a year after that, they end up with one of his favorite receivers that he
Right,
won a national championship with.
right,
That's
right.
why.
That's crazy, man. Hold on,
Yeah, man.
hold on.
So so it was good, man. Tonight though, I will be watching tonight. I am looking forward to seeing. Like that's the game I was really waiting for. Like when I saw the Bengals and Ravens playing, I was like, all right, I'm doing something, but let me turn it on, have it in the background while I'm doing this, because I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I ain't even gonna lie. Plus, I really respect the Ravens. I love the way the Ravens organization is run, and I respect Joe Burrow as a quarterback. So I figured it'd be a good game. But the game I've been waiting on, I'm waiting on that game tonight. I'm waiting on the New Orleans Saints versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That's what I'm waiting on.
All right, well, Trey, it's that time. It's that time right now, man, for you to introduce what you brought up 2 weeks ago, buddy of the week, man. So let's get into that, man. Go ahead and bring this in.
Man, this week, once again, this is our segment of the Buddy of the Week, man. It's a little bit football, a little bit wrestling. We hope you enjoy. Y'all shout out, man, and enjoy our new segment, the Buddy of the Week.
Hold on, man. I'm having an
Yeah,
error.
we're gonna have to get us a new engineer, ladies and gentlemen,
No,
because
man, it ain't my fault this time, bro. Hold on, let me try this again.
man, that's the second week in a row our engineer has
I
been
was
off when it's
sharing the
time to do.
video happen. Okay, I gotta upload it, man. Damn, it didn't work. My bad, y'all. Give me one
Ladies
second,
and
man.
gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
don't worry.
man,
We
it
ladies
ain't
and
my
gentlemen, don't worry. We are working to get people in here who can get this stuff done.
Oh man, that's so embarrassing, man. Go ahead,
2 weeks
talk
in
more
a
for me.
row, man.
I gotta go through the old way, Trey. I thought this way was gonna do it. My bad, y'all.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. But anyway, man, tonight. Why we get to that? The this week's buddy of the week is actually Buddy on the other side. He did not have the video prepared when it was time to play the video.
Man, shut up,
Buddy,
man.
also known as Be Rich. Hey, but no, like man, why we wait on our good buddy Be Rich to get that video uploaded? Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they play in Kansas City. Um, the Saints have now dropped what 2 games in a row. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the Saints are made of, right? They scored all these points in the first 2 weeks. They caught everybody's attention. They had me like they definitely had me with the big eyes trying to see what was going on. But the last 2 weeks, they have not been able to pull out any W's. So let's see how they look against the Kansas City Chiefs, which is more than a formidable opponent. They playing Goat Mahomes. They playing Travis Kelsey. I was about to call him man, what's the old girl name? I was gonna call him Kelsey Swift, but I'm gonna leave that alone, man. So they playing Goat Mahomes, and we're gonna see how the Saints play, and hopefully the Kansas City Chiefs knock them down another notch. Because we need them to take some L so we can continue to put some separation between us and other teams in this division.
All right, Trey. Let's try this again, man. Let's go. Buddy of the week segment. Let's do it.
Enjoy our new segment, the Buddy of the Week. This week's Buddy of the Week goes to the Houston Texan defender who thought he was at WrestleMania. Bam! This man done suplexed the man on the field. My guy just make the tackle, but he wanted to turn into The Rock. I think this man got inspired by Pat McAfee. He said, if you can do it, bam, I can do it. Suplex after suplex, the Buddy of the Week. Yeah, man. This man thought he was at WrestleMania. This man is clearly a rock fan. This man has Randy Savage playing in his mind. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. He got Hulk Hogan. Hey, brother. He got all kind of wrestlers playing in his mind. This man was ready to smash some beers and come out there like Stone Cold Steve Austin. The man wanted to suplex somebody. The man thought he was Brock Lesnar out there on the football field suplexing. My guy, this is the NFL. This is not WrestleMania. I think he was watching that McMahon or whatever his name is special about the WWF on Netflix. My guy, come back to reality. This is not the Suplex Federation. This is the NFL. Make the tackle and go back to the huddle. The Buddy
Man.
of the Week.
Yeah, man. That was. Hey, I think the reason it didn't work is the file format you sent, and I was trying to do it the way We've been doing it. That's what happened, man. So it was your fault, man. But
No,
it's
no,
all.
no, no, no. It's all good, man. Because
It's,
most people try things before they go live and know if it works or not. That's why you get. That's why it gets sent to you before we go live.
you got a
But it's
point.
okay.
Hey, but you know, I learned. I learned. I know next time to test it before we go live. Hey,
Hey,
man.
man.
A word from our sponsors, man. Shut up, man.
Oh man, Trey, you got it, bro. Oh, thank you, brother. This is my very own The Water Boy Show T-shirt, man.
Sorry, my brother. You got to get your own. Better and order your Water Boy Show T-shirt today.
Hey, Trey. Why Alien had to say something, man? Why he had to say something? Talking about it's your fault. Ha 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 ha. Who
Yeah, of
fault?
course, man. He knows that.
Y'all it's fault.
That
Let me know.
that's my guy, man. That's my guy, man.
I hope he's on
Shout
my
out,
side.
man.
You on my side or you on Trey's side? He gonna give us.
Man,
And he's checking in
it's
for.
all good. But look, y'all. We do want to let you guys know. Tonight we have to see. I'm not sure if we're going live or if we're gonna record it and then show it back later. But tonight we do have a special guest that we will be interviewing, and that is none other than former NFL coach Terry Ribisky. Terry Ribisky was with the Atlanta Falcons. He's been with numerous teams. I know he was with Tennessee for a while, and I know when we spoke to Champ talked about how he was in Washington, and he was giving Champ the ability to play both sides of the ball, do some receiving up there. Man, can't wait to ask him about the guys. Some of the guys we love with the Falcons. Can't wait to ask him about Julio, Harry Douglas, Roddy White, of course. Ask him about even more receivers. So yeah, we will be interviewing Terry Ribisky. So just be on the lookout. If you see us go live, if you get an alert from us at 7 p.m., that will be us on live with Terry Ribisky. So we look forward to that tonight.
Yeah, appreciate that. Hey, if y'all can, man, like, follow, subscribe, man, to all our channels, man, the Facebook, the YouTube, the IG, the TikTok. If you're on Facebook, log on to YouTube right quick and go follow us and leave a comment. If you're on YouTube, go to Facebook. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, go to Instagram. If you're on Instagram and you Facebook and YouTube, go to TikTok, man. Go support us on all platforms. It helps us. It costs you nothing. It's called digital currency. Give us some of that digital currency that's free. Help us help you. Help us make you great. If that don't make no kind of sense what I just said, but just help us, man. We trying to win. That's what we trying to
There
do.
you gonna
And
be rich. Get it out, man.
all right,
Go
man. Let's
ahead, man. Yeah, get it out, man. But
shut
yeah,
up.
man, yeah, man, yeah. Well, hey, I'm good for now. If any is anything you want to cover before we get up out of here, my brother? Anything else you want to speak on before we get up out of here and prepare for tonight?
I'm optimistic about Atlanta Hawks, man. They ain't made no changes since the trade from DeJounte. But I'm curious to see what Coach Quinn does and where we going. But I'm excited to see what Trey Young is gonna do this year. I think it's his team. It's his team, man. It's all on him. Come through, Trey. And I ain't talking about Trey from the Water Boys.
Oh yeah, because I'm already up through there. You
Already.
know what I'm saying? I'm already up through there, man. But let me tell you, man, that's a lot of pressure to put on the boy Trey Young. So, oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, man. Like, this is something that we need to do. Yeah, we need to go ahead. We need to put together a live watch party for the first game of the year. We need to put
Okay.
together, and I mean, you be on live, I'm on live, and people can come in, chime in as we watch the game, and
Oh, look.
yeah, we chime in for that first Atlanta Hawks game. I'm not gonna do that for preseason, but I think that first game of the year, I think that could be real dope. And let's see what this team looks like. It's almost basketball time. Hawks haven't started a preseason game yet. I think their first game is either tonight or tomorrow. I'm thinking it's tomorrow. But yeah, it should be exciting to see where this new team goes. It'll be good to see the rookie get a chance to play, and so let's see what it is.
All right, man. Well, shit. With that, man, take us out, Trey.
Hey man, hey, like we always say, the Water Boy Show. We represent Atlanta because Atlanta represents us. We love y'all. Y'all be safe. We'll see you later. The Water Boy Show. We are out.
Kill the camera.